I think that's the biggest message. Like you said, that what would you want to tell people? It's like you don't even, the brain can't even predict, because it's a prediction and protection machine. Your brain cannot even predict what's on the other side of fear. So it goes to the doomsday scenario. Like, we're going to run out of money. No one's going to buy.
Catastrophizing, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly, because it's got this negativity bias. But when you learn to train it, because again, it's very trainable, it's plastic. Yeah. When you learn to train it to focus on what you want to amplify, and then the whole identity is on board with what you're amplifying, it just like everything explodes. Like you're using the same mechanisms for good, not evil, almost. You know what I mean? Like to empower you, not disempower you.
Yeah, I mean, it's so true. Like, I think we've got a bias towards negativity. Like, you know, I think we treat ourselves worse than like the way we think about ourselves is worse than we think about our friends in some respects. Like, we think of all maybe you know, I've had a few businesses before that haven't been completely successful, and you know, I sort of thinking of, you know, constantly thinking about, oh, I failed before and I wasn't successful, and like, you know, and like you think about all the negative thing, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, or you know, and we don't we don't actually sit and think about all the wonderful things we've done, all the achievements we've done.
Exactly. And this is, oh, sorry, you go.
Yeah. I know one of the tricks I don't know if you've done this, but is like just sit down and write like 15 of the things you're really proud of that you've achieved, and then like you know, just have them on notes on your phone or something, and you can update them every now and again, and then just look at those every day and remind yourself of all the things you've done and you're proud of and you've achieved, and then you're just filling yourself with positivity. And also when you come up to something that actually you think, oh, this is difficult, this is challenging, you can look at that list and go, well, I've done all these things before, so like, you know.
Exactly. I love this, because you're actively training the brain where to focus, and whatever we focus on, we feed. And so that's like feeding that proudness, feeding that resilience, making it look for the evidence that's actually there that you want to compound. It's so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. So just little things like that I found really, really helpful. But it's just also, I don't know. I mean, what sort of programs do you offer women, like one-to-one or mentoring, if people want to like find out more about it?
So I have a really diverse offer suite, because it really depends at where you are in your personal growth journey, and also I guess your level of like evolution. So some women come in, I have my framework foundational program is Expand, and this was one I ran live last year, which is like actually teaching the body, because when I started this work, like I was, again, a doctor of neuropsychology, but when I started practicing for myself, I realized that a lot of my dysregulation and fear was from not meeting my basic needs. And then I found that this was like actually a thing with a lot of women and people. We're just not eating when we need to, and sleeping when we need to, and going to the toilet when we need to. And so we're building this whole life of dysregulation from literally the ground up. So that's my signature foundational program is Expand. It's about how do you actually expand your nervous system in every moment of now from a grounded spot. You have to be grounded and neutral. Today what I'm launching, I know this is just so fabulous, I love this program, and this is the first time I've run it, is Elevate. So Elevate is, as you've been speaking, and what we've been talking about is that identity upgrade, where, as you said, you're like, I was learning all the skills and I was doing all the things, but then there was all these parts of me coming up. And so that's the zone I work in. I work in like, well, how do we hold ourselves through the self-doubt? What do we do? Like, as you said so beautifully, Jo, all those, I call them open energetic loops. So when we've had a past experience, the brain's not trained to let the experience go. It's trained to keep bringing it into the now moment so you don't recreate it. The problem is, again, what we focus on, we feed. So we end up keep recreating the fear from the past. And so in Elevate, what we're doing is almost detaching from our past selves and consciously creating who you're becoming. So again, the results and the actions are just a natural byproduct. So this is it's so fabulous. It's a 6-week program.
Is that like a group program or what's?
Yeah, Elevate and Expand are group programs. But if you come into what I'm doing at the moment with the launch, if you come into Elevate, you get access to the Expand recording. So you get like both for the same access point. And then I also, as you say, do one-to-one. And I have my core program, which is Inner CEO Codes. And that's a 3-month container where we just deep dive into the inner world. It is so fabulous. Like deep dive into the inner world.
I think it's particularly relevant for mums, busy mums, because you spoke about, I can't remember, you spoke about like having time, like, I mean, just I'm waffling now, but like busy mums, like I think we forget about the simple things like eating properly, sleeping properly, looking after ourselves, because often we're busy running after kids and prioritizing their needs over ours, you know, and it's important to do things like this. It's important to, do the basic things in life, but also take time out to invest in yourself and do programs like this.
Oh my gosh,
because you're a better person and you're a better mum and you're a better partner, and it's a win-win, isn't it?
It is. I remember I had someone say to me once when I first started going back into clinical work, and I was like, gosh, this is hard. Like, because I had my kids are 6 and 3 now, but they're a bit younger then. And I was like, God, I'm juggling a lot. And she came to me and no shame, blame or judgment. But at this point I was kind of like, is this actually a belief I want to take on? I kind of have my filter up at this point. And she was like, yeah, that's just how it is. You're either failing at motherhood or you're failing at work or you're failing at life, essentially. You can't do it all at once. And I was like, well, no, that is not the reality that I want to live into at all. I'm very conscious of the reality I'm creating. And what I believe is, as you're saying, Jo, it all flows in. Like, I'm going to go get a 90-minute massage after this. That will flow into my motherhood today, which flows into my business tomorrow, which flows into everything. And this is the part where, and again, really grounded in scarcity for a lot of us. Like, if I go and pour into myself, I'm taking away from my children. If I pour into my children, I'm taking away from my business. It's just not the case. And I think we said this yesterday, especially because I work with a lot of mothers, a lot of like entrepreneurial women that hold a lot. We then find it so challenging because we want it all to be perfect and we want our businesses to be perfect. And I'm just like here for the raw, messy and real. Honestly, like I built my business to 6 figures and beyond now with working 2 days a week while I homeschool the kids. Like I'm creating reels in night and bed. I'm just hitting live and going. Like I'm busy. I don't have time to have it all curated and beautiful.
Like, do it messy. Yeah, I did a podcast, one of these interviews the other day, and the lady had a little boy and he was all over her and breastfeeding and stuff. And I was like, don't worry about it. This is real life. Like,
this is it.
Literally, like this is how life is meant to be. You know.
I know, like the realness of it. And I think we get so caught up in trying to be, and especially like, I love social media. It's such amazing access to find like beautiful women and clients and just connection. But again, this whole, I'm so here for presence and authenticity over performance. And the performance burns us out. The performance is like, oh, what should I say today? Should I not say it like that? And this is where we just circle and all our energy just goes into nothing instead of just literally being comfortable with who we are and putting that forward facing.
And we said, like, I've had a little bit of a social media burnout recently, and I just needed a break. And actually, like, you end up bullying yourself or beating yourself up, going, oh, I need to do a reel, I need to do this, and actually, like, you're better off just waiting till your energy's in the right place and doing 3 authentic, relatable, reels or content than bullying yourself into churning something out every day because someone told you that that's what you got to do. Make it consistent and get followers and all that.
Oh my goodness, I have so many clients that come in and they follow these and don't get me wrong, there's like 5% strategy. There is some strategy. We've got to be consistent to a degree. You've got to show up to a degree, otherwise
you've got this number of stories and you've got to do this number of stories a day and you've got this number and it's just like people like, and it's just not, it's not realistic and it's not achievable. It's like you end up burnt out and then you're like, I can't function, I can't do this anymore. It's not.
It's not. So, I had one client recently I'm working one-to-one with, and she's just so divine. She's been in business for a while and her business was misaligned, so she felt like she needed to burn it to the ground. And again, following all these structures of it needs to be like this, it needs to be like this, it needs to be, I should say it like this, not like filtering what she wanted to say. And we just kind of, again, did the inner work, the nervous system work. She posts less but she posts more authentically and her energy's online and she's having her biggest cash month, like with surrounded by beautiful clients that she's impacting because she's actually being who she is and it feels good, not because it's coming from a space of obligation. So we forget how much we all can read energy, and if someone's talking and they're trying to sell or it doesn't feel good, like we know it's
you can sense it. Yeah,
so powerful.
All right, well, we're getting distracted a little bit, but yeah, it's been great to catch up. And if people want to, I guess, just connect with you on Instagram if they want to know more about your program and is that the right way?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my main platform is Instagram. I've started a podcast, so that's on YouTube. But yeah, main platform is Instagram, and there's so many different like free masterclasses and things like that to plug into, just to get a taste of the energy and the vibe. But yeah, really, once you understand, as I said before, once you understand the nervous system piece, once you're able to observe the fear instead of believing you are the fear, like observe the thoughts, observe the belief, and then actually consciously rewire yourself, this is when things just move very, very fast.
And there's some amazing things you can do, like breath work and mindfulness and meditation and stuff to work through all that. So many tools out there now, isn't there? So
yeah, it's amazing. I know. Well, we are so much more. I always say we're so much more powerful than what we believe ourselves to be. We don't need to change the system. We just need to upgrade it a little bit to be online with what it is that you want to create.
Yeah. All right. Well, what we'll do is we'll save this and we'll post it on our since it'll only be temporary, and we'll post it on our feeds, and then it'll be there if people want to miss the beginning bit or they want to watch the replay or whatever.
Amazing.
But, great.
So good.
It's been lovely to catch up.
Thank you so much, Jo.
Coffee with a friend and having to put the worlds to rights, but
I know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, you have a beautiful day and a beautiful massage. I might have to book one as well.
I know. Go.
Okay. All right. Bye.
See you, bye.
Have a good day, everyone.